Hey everybody, my name is
You have
BlakJak.
done
Welcome
well,
back to
Altair,
Assassin's Creed.
and I'm confident that this is but the first of many successes.
Tamir spoke as if he knew you well. He implied my work had a larger meaning.
Significance comes not from a single act, but the context within which it is performed. The consequences born of it.
Then is there more I need to know?
Altair, your greatest failure was born of knowing too much. If I choose to withhold information, it is only to ensure you do not make the same mistake a second time.
I see.
No, you don't. And it will remain this way until you've learned your lesson. Still, you have performed competently, and as such I restore a rank and will return a piece of your equipment. Go now, either to Acre or Jerusalem. There are men in both cities who require your attention. The Bureau leaders can tell you more about what needs to be done.
Alrighty, well, in the last episode we took on Damascus's Poor District, I believe. We just leveled up after killing Tamir, which gives us the rank 2 abilities of the counter kill and the short blade, or the dagger. Rather useful. And so now we're going to leave the Masyaf Castle, talk to this guy, and learn how to counter kill.
It seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
And the counter, I almost said the counter kill. The counter kill is really easy. You just wait for them to strike and then time your button press to counter them. That's really it. You need to be holding down the RT button. And one thing you can do if you do knock them down, like the Templar per se, let's say you don't kill the Templar but instead do the animation to knock them down, you can then beat them into submission until they die on the floor, or whip out your hidden blade and kill them that way. So with the counter kill, you are now more adept to kill the Templars, and I would probably recommend taking out the Templars now that you have that ability, instead of like if you find them when you're little Genning, you know, like a little bitch assassin, you can't do shit. So yeah, now that we're back in the kingdom, we're going to be tackling on the synchronization points. I'm going to be doing, I think, 4 of them. No, 5 of them. I'm going to do 5 of them. So yeah, we're going to do the top 2, the one on the right, the bottom one towards the middle, then the one right next to Acre. So that's all we're going to do in this video, is just run over to Acre. So if you don't want to watch just me running through the kingdom and listening to me rambling on about nonsense, which is probably what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this video, because it's all like the same repetitive stuff that we've pretty much already seen, but such is the way of the game, right? That's just how the game is, so you're gonna have to do it. Well, I want to do it, not so much we have to do it. Everyone sounds so angry when I run past them. Might have to do with the fact that I kill a bunch of their friends. I never said Altair was a good guy. Only that he's angry and that he is quite good at killing people. So with that flag out of the way, actually there's a Templar around here now that I think about it. If I'm not mistaken, you jump off. Oh wait, we're right near the sea. Yeah, so in one of the parts, I forgot which one it was. Fuck, you hear that yellow beeping? Jesus, that is so annoying. Fuck, I can't remember if any other Assassin's Creed game has like something that annoying that persists. And like, here's the thing, like, it probably wouldn't bother me so much if I wasn't going after the flags or anything, but since you're going after the flags and acting weird to like the society around you, the guards are going to attack you. And if you're going to go after the flags, you kill the Templars and stuff, you're going to constantly hear that beeping. It's just, it's really annoying. It's like this annoying sound that's unnecessary. Well, anyway. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, in one of the earlier parts, and I can't remember which one it is, but I mentioned that like you can use the environment to your advantage when killing the Templars. This is what I meant. So Altair cannot swim. He drowns almost immediately if he touches water. Like worse than Sonic. Like at least Sonic has, you know, like the like song to play up before he dies. Like Altair is like he touches, like his little toe gets wet and he like instantly dies of drowning. And I can't tell if that's realistic. I don't know. I can't say I was born in the 1100s, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if drowning is a very serious issue that people back then had to deal with. Like spontaneous drowning, like not even just like regular, like I'm drowning, help, like drown, like spontaneously like dying, fucking from touching water. But yeah, so since Altair can't swim, you have to make sure that you're jumping super carefully around water. But because you can't swim, the guards can't swim. At least that's my logic. And so if you find a Templar that just so happens to be near the water, if you can manage to push him into the water with a well-placed sword strike, you know, you can kill him. But don't do what I do and, well, whatever this is, don't do that. Because you'll die. But if you kill him, the save point activates, and you just spawn where he was. So I was just like, what the fuck just happened? I'm the new Templar guard. I took his job. True story. So yeah, just be wary around the water. Know that the guards can't swim, so you can just push them into the water and they'll die almost immediately. And that's one of the things that you can do. You could just slit their necks. If Altair does a move that, like, after he's done like grappling with them, he like takes a second to stand, you can press the X. I'm gonna in Xbox terminology, the X button or the arm button, the step button or the grab button, and you will do one of three actions. You'll either grab them and then throw them normally, you will execute them with your armed hand, or you'll step on them and then break their kneecaps almost immediately. I will be showing the step later, like a little later. I don't know how much later. Honestly, I kind of do the assassination one anyway, like just the regular X button, just because I'm pressing the attack button normally to either counter or attack anyway. So that's probably the one I'm going to be doing the most. But if I do remember I can step on their legs and shatter them, I'm just going to go out of my way to do that just because I'm an asshole. And I like breaking the guards' legs in this game just because it has a nice sounding like crunch to it. Like it's like a like, oh, it's lovely and disgusting all at the same time. So yeah. Well, anyway. Now that we killed that Templar, and I think we already took care of like one or two synchronization points, we're going to work on another 2 or 3. But now I keep seeing the flags. That's right. I remember doing this. I was like, oh yeah, the flag. I remember this one. Yeah, so in the kingdom, there's 100 straight flags, like hidden around all of the kingdom, whereas there are 33 to 34 flags in each district normally. In Acre, Damascus, or Jerusalem. Arsuf doesn't have any flags. Just know that Arsuf is just a straight up. That's like the, not to spoil the game, but that's like the finale area. It's like the last place you go to. And in Arsuf, it's right before King Richard launches his battle in Arsuf. So that's like that point in history that you meet up with them. And in doing so, it's just like a straight line of fighting. It's not really too much exploration. It's just a lot of fighting in that area. It's pretty cool. I don't know much about the Battle of Arsuf. I should probably look that up. That'd be pretty cool to learn about. Like I said, I like history, but I don't know much about the 1100s, medieval era, King Richard's era of the Crusades. There's another Templar. So yeah, I kind of wish I did pay attention during school for that, because that would be really cool to like learn about. So one way I dealt with this Templar back when I was looking for all the what's it called, all the flags, because when I did all the flags, I got all the flags in the memory block beforehand. So at that point I had all the flags down, I think. Oh no, I waited for memory block 4. Never mind. So but there is a Templar that like the way I killed him was just like really inconvenient. By the way, there's a flag right here, and I think there's like 2 flags up on top of these cliffs that I'm not gonna go out of my. Like I remember some of these flags, but some of them I don't. Here's another way I kill the Templars, is just by sitting on the horse and just swinging my sword around until he dies, because they really can't do anything about it other than like knock you down off the horse. But by the time they do that, you're probably gonna kill one of them, 2 of them anyway. So it's not really that like big a deal. It's just like a really cheap way of doing it. It works. But yeah, there's a Templar that I found, and I wanted to kill him, but like I had a hard time killing him for whatever reason. So the way I did it was like I hung on the ledge and like crawled around like the cliff until I got behind him, and then like stabbed him with a knife. Right there, I'm trying to do this glitch I accidentally pulled off in my last playthrough of it. I want to see if I could do it again, where I climbed up the fence, like the wooden spiked fence, and I jumped forward. Like you can jump sideways when you climb up a wall to like grab shit, like some ledges or whatever. But for whatever reason, like I don't know what I did, but like I climbed up the fence and then like Altair jumped forward like he was running off a cliff, like that kind of jump. It was really weird. Like as you saw, like I can climb up the empty wall, but when I did that, I jumped forward instead of like sideways like he just did. So it was really weird. I want to see if I could do that glitch again. Show that off, but I couldn't do it. So yeah, here's another synchronization point. There aren't that many left in the kingdom, and I think in 2 parts, because the next part is Acre, which is where we're heading right now. We're heading towards Acre. But then again, you could see that from the name of the title. The road to Acre and all that. But so once we get to Acre, not once we get to Acre, but once we're done with Acre, we're going to be coming to the kingdom to go to Jerusalem, and that's like the last time we're visiting the kingdom. Just to round up those synchronization points, kill any Templar I find, or find any flag I find. There aren't that many, so I don't really have to go out of my way to do it, really. Which is nice. You know what? This has been a nice playthrough compared to the like I definitely prefer this playthrough over the original one. God, that was really annoying. So in the last time I played this game for the channel, or like the failed attempt, like the one that I couldn't salvage, I did a 100% playthrough of it. So I collected all the flags, killed all the Templars, did all the side missions. I did everything just to see what would happen, just so I can have footage of like 100% bonus of it. And then I beat it, and I realized that like, you don't get anything for it. And I was like, oh, that's kind of disappointing. Whatever. Made a mental note of like that being a bad thing, and like I moved on, whatever. And when I was editing, I was about halfway done. I had about maybe like 23 parts, I think, like 23 parts or something along that, like ready, like planned to be edited and stuff, like, because I wanted it to be like every episode, I'd have an episode dedicated where I'm collecting all the flags, all the synchronization points, and all the save the civilians, and that was all in one episode. And then the next episode, which would be like 20 to 30 minutes, would be just the missions that lead towards killing the target, and I would do that 9 times. So that's like 18 episodes right there, because it would be 2 episodes per district. And then it would be like the final 2, which would be like 20, and then I had like the first 3, which was the same I did in this playthrough, but the only difference is I added another one for the Messiah flags, and then I had one for the Kingdom flags, so that was like 24, 25 parts. It was something like that. It was like 24 or 25 parts. And I was on like part maybe like 9 or part 10. I was in memory block 4 in this block after I had gotten the ledge grab, which is I think the next ability we're gonna be getting. And he just fucking fell. That was so funny. Yeah, beat him. Hit my horse. Oops. But yeah, so I was editing the video of all the flags in the kingdom when I realized I was missing some footage. And I was like, what the fuck? Why am I missing this footage? That's weird. And then I was like looking through, and then like I realized I'm missing footage from not just the kingdom, but like from later on in the game. I was missing footage for something else. So I was looking through my computer, seeing if maybe I misplaced the footage or something, or maybe I didn't like copy it right. But no, nothing recorded. So I don't know if I accidentally didn't hit record when playing through the game normally, or if I had a corrupted file, which I couldn't find either way. So I'm leaning towards me just being an idiot and not hitting the record button, which sounds like something I would do. But I have all the footage now of me just playing through the game. And like that was really annoying because collecting all, what is it, like 300, 400 flags? Like it was annoying, you know? And there's like 60 dudes to kill, like 60 Templars to kill. So it was just rather annoying to have to go through. By the way, this fight was stupid long, which is why I like shortened it. They're gonna throw a rock at me. But yeah, so like it was annoying, and I just scrapped the whole playthrough. I was gonna record the whole game again, but then I was just like, fuck it, man. I had just played through this game. I really don't want to do it all over again. And then I moved on. So I just moved on to Destroy All Humans instead. And thank God I did, man. Fuck, 'cause after Hurdy-Gurdy, man, I was really mad at just like just, and it's like, so imagine like me being pissed off at Hurdy-Gurdy, like just incredibly angry at that game. Then playing through Yu Yu Hakusho, like a really bad Game Boy game. It's really not that bad. It was kind of like, it's not a good game, but it's not like a bad game. It's kind of just, it's hard. I would have to show it to you to explain what I mean. For those of you who played Yu Yu Hakusho Spirit Detective on Game Boy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's not a good game, but it's not like a bad game either. It's just like I don't know. I found it It was playable, but you know, whatever. Visually, it was garbage, but I'm getting off topic. But yeah, so like, imagine me playing through Hurdy-Gurdy and not enjoying my experience to the point where like I'm just mad at the game like constantly and whatever. And then I pick up another game to play through the entire thing, only to realize the footage I captured was completely corrupted, like from the minute I hit record. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. For whatever reason, the footage was corrupted. Only to play fucking this game 100% it and realize I didn't record like a substantial amount of it to where like it wasn't even worth like having to replay the game in order to get there. Like it was just like fucked up, like bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. Like it was fuck. So like Destroy All Humans, just I played that game and like I had a blast playing it, and like that game is really good in general. So I fuck, thank God I played that game. I'm kind of disappointed in myself, really. I kind of wanted this summer to have like another game. Like I wanted to play another game after Assassin's Creed. But like I've just been really busy working at my stupid retail job. Like just the hours did not like allow me to, like it was hard for me to like schedule like time to work and then time to play video games. Like I barely had time, because like I'd be working until like 12, you know, like I'd wake up at like 10 and then like go into work at 1, and like normally I guess that's enough for like maybe a session or two, but like for this game I don't know, like because it usually takes me like an hour to beat a level or something, you know, like it was kind of annoying to have to like get around that. So I wanted to play more games for this channel and like work on them, but then I'm really bad at time management, so that's something I should really work on. Yeah, which is actually part of the reason why that Destroy All Humans video review took so long to come out. It was just because like I am horrible at time management. Like garbage at it, and it just took me a long time to get around to doing it, like finding the time to like edit it down and stuff. Yeah, so like I'm glad that it's finally over and I can focus in on this again. But yeah, so I'm really glad that I found some time this week to record this. Let's see, 17. I'm at 6 videos right now, almost 7 videos. So I'm like a little under halfway done in one day. So this shouldn't take me like another day or two to finish it out, and then I can start working on the review, which is really fun. I like writing the reviews and trying to come up with ways to tell the story or the plot of the game or whatever. Talking about, you know, just games I enjoy, really. I enjoy reviewing stuff. I find it fun for me. So, and I hope you guys like watching the content too. So, I guess thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.